Broncos wide receiver in his second year, on the phone from Dove Valley, first day of training camp. Cody, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Cody, how was day one?
It was good. You know, it felt good to get your feet wet, you know, again, and be back out there with your teammates, you know, just grinding. Just, you know, training camp grind. But, you know, it went well.
Cody, I was out there, this is Woody, and what impressed me is how short the practice was in comparison to other practices, but it seemed like to be very intense, very professional, that you guys were getting your work done, and I could tell a difference in you. If you could address those 2 points, and you looked more confident about your routes and about what your job was. Did you think that the camp was very intense and that it was different from last year? And how did you feel about your own effort the first day of camp?
Yeah, I felt it was, you know, very intense. You know, Coach Kugay, you know, puts that in our heads, like, you know, he's going to try to shorten the practice, but, you know, we're going to get a lot of work in during them. So, you know, it's on us to suck it up and just, you know, play fast and, you know, continue grinding. We all know what's coming. It's training camp. You know, you're going to be tired. You're going to have moments when you want to give up, but, you know, you got to keep pushing it. And, you know, me coming in this year, you know, I just came in more prepared, like you said, more confident. You know, been able to work with Peyton, you know, at Duke, and things like that gave me a head start, you know, more studying on my part and just in the books and taking coaching, you know, like I was meeting with our assistant, you know, receiver coach last night at the hotel, you know, just going over stuff and making sure I had, you know, my I's dotted, my T's crossed. So, you know, like I said, I'm more confident out there coming out of the huddle now, you know, and it allows me to play fast and, you know, run good routes.
Cody, it's Brandon Perna here, and you don't know me, but I want to know what round should I draft you in my fantasy league this year?
See, I don't know. I don't know get into fantasy football. I don't know what the rounds and all that stuff means. So you asked the wrong person.
Hey, Cody, obviously no Wes Welker this year. Are we to assume that you'll be lining up in the slot more often than not? And how much pressure do you feel to replace a guy like Wes Welker, who's had a pretty darn good career?
I mean, there's no pressure, you know. I just got to go out there and play my game, you know, focus on, you know, today and the next day and things like that on myself and doing what's best for the team. So, no, I'm not really looking at stuff like that. I just go out there with my numbers called and, you know, play ball.
A lot in the slot, though?
Nah, it's both, you know. Like today, we did our 3 receiver sets. You know, you seen E in the slot, and I went outside with DT, so. But you could be anywhere in the offense. You could be in the slot outside, so it really doesn't matter.
So you spent all that time last year learning the offense. Now you got a new coaching staff on offense. How much of an adjustment has it been to you to learn a lot of new offense in your second year?
It wasn't bad, you know, because, you know, I took more pride into this year. You know, last year I came in, I prepared. You know, I wasn't focused. And this year it's just been my goal ever since I've seen the playbook and got the head start. I mean, I've been in it, you know, like this college all over again. I'm studying constantly, you know, make sure I don't let anyone down or myself. So, you know, it's just, you know, more of a personal thing. You know, I took it, you know, made an oath to myself that, you know, I'm going to get on that field and do what the team needs this year.
Cody, how different is this offense? And is it more Peyton's offense, or is it more Gary Kubiak's offense, or is it a blend?
It's a blend, you know, because, you know, Coach Kube got his own thing, Peyton had his own thing, you know, and they came together and, you know, it's a good blend, actually, you know, so sometimes we'll play fast, sometimes, you know, we'll come out the huddle, you never know, so it's a good thing.
Last year, this is what he did. Last year, late in the season, John Elway and I were talking about the receiving core, and I said, do you think this is the best wide receiving core that you've ever seen with the Denver Broncos? And he said, yes, it is, but I can't get my rookie on the field and in uniform. Do you know how much, do you appreciate how much John Elway loves you and wants you to get on the field and do well for him? And is that any kind of pressure on you that one of the 2 or 3 greatest quarterbacks, 2 of the greatest quarterbacks that ever played, really want you to play well?
You know, it's more of a confidence booster. There's nothing that, you know, is going to make me nervous or anything like that. But, you know, I just, like I said, when I'm called on, you know, I just got to go out there and do my thing. I plan on doing that this year, so I'm excited about it.
Looked to me like Demaryius was a little gassed today. How would you gauge, now in your second year, with Demaryius Thomas back in fold, Emmanuel Sanders, you watched him play last year. He had a great year. Some new tight ends. How would you think going into the season, and you're going to be a big part of it this year, how good is this receiving core going to be in your opinion?
I think it's great. I don't think it's good. You know, I mean, it's too many weapons. You know, you got OD, you got our backs, all our running backs are great. You know, we got Virgil, you got DT, you got Emmanuel, you got me, you got Jordan. You know, all our receiver corps is nice. You can put anybody in there and they'll make plays. So I feel like, I mean, just our offense in general is powerful, you know, and it's going to be a force to be reckoned with, you know, this year. So, you know, but I'm excited about it. You know, our receiver corps is looking really good. You know, happy to have DT back. So, you know, once we get him up and rolling, it's going to be, you know, dangerous.
No, I think you're lying, Cody. I don't think you want a DT back because now you're not going to get as many balls thrown to you.
Hey, I got to get open. I'm working on getting open. So when I get open, the ball will come to me.
What is going to be the most important thing for you to deal with in terms of your own progression as a wide receiver in training camp?
For me, staying healthy, you know, because you know, mentally I'm more comfortable this year. I'm well prepared. So I'm working on just staying healthy this year so I can make it to Sunday and things like that.
How about blocking, Cody? We know how important it is to a Gary Kubiak offense because you're going to be running the ball a little bit more. And John Elway, when he talked to us about you last year, said one of the things he did like about you coming out of Indiana was you really work hard at blocking. How good are you at it? How much are you doing it right now?
I mean, that's something we just have to see. You guys can judge it. I think I'm, you know, very good at it, but you know, it's something I take pride in. But you know, you just have to see this year when we get out there under them lights. You just have to be the judge of that.
I know you've set goals. Let's say, tell us. So you want to have a 1,000-yard season. You want to have 85 catches. You want to win a Super Bowl in your first year as a starter. Are those fair goals that you've set for yourself during the off season?
See, my goal was to get on the field this year and make plays when called on and win a Super Bowl. You know, I ain't really worried about the yards, things like that. They'll come, you know. So,
yeah.
You know, them numbers will come. So I'm not worried about that. I'm really focused on, like I said, getting on the field, making plays when called on, and winning the championship.
I'm having some fun with you, but I do have a serious question. In high school, I'm sure this was fun for you when you first started. Is the game still fun for you, or does it have to be a profession all the time for you?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. It's airplane.
Didn't catch that, Cody. What'd you say?
Yeah, I said, could you repeat that? It was an airplane going over here.
I said when you started playing the game, it had to be fun for you. You wouldn't have gone out and played football. I'm sure in high school and college it was fun for you. Is it still a fun game for you, or does it have to be a business and a profession for you?
No, I think it's still fun because I'm still learning. I'm still raw talent, so it's stuff I learn every day that, you know, I'll be like, whoa, okay, and, you know, building my confidence, like I could be good at this. So I'm learning something new every day, so it's always fun when you're learning something new.
Who is the funniest person in the locker room if it's not you?
Oh, man, that's a hard decision because you got Emmanuel, that's hilarious, you know, Paige to leave, Von Millers. I mean, everybody has their own character, so there's a lot of funny guys in there.
Is that when he's farting, or is it?
Woody.
Well, they have a fart jar. So the final question.
That's in their meeting room. So I don't know.
The final question: if you weren't doing this, what did you want to be in life other than a football player?
For me, if it wasn't for football, you know, I'd be like a personal trainer or a physical therapist, things like that. Something to stay around sports, you know, help people, you know, to stay in sports and stay active and, you know, keep their careers going.
Well, that's something you can still do.
Cody, we're actually going to leave the last question to our friend Brandon Perna, who's on the set with us and does a lot of funny Broncos videos, who, by the way, lives in his parents' basement. So go ahead, Brandon, ask him the last question.
Cody, I follow you on Instagram, Emmanuel Sanders, and Demaryius Thomas. And this offseason, you guys have posted a lot of training videos where you're working out. I want to know which one of you guys is actually the fastest receiver we have.
See, that we don't know. We already talked about that. We're going to get a race, you know. Whenever we get small fat after the season, we're going to get a race and see who's the fastest. It was funny. Me and DT just talked about that. So, cause we all say we're faster than one another, but, you know, we only have to see when we get on them between them lines and, you know, run after season. So. We'll get the answer for you one day.
Yeah, well, we're going to come out there and set it up one day. I'm gonna get.
And we'll time it. And if you pay us the right amount of money, you'll win.
my seed to win. I got it.
Yeah.
Cody, we really appreciate you giving us the time, and we'll see you out at camp over the next 3 weeks, all right?
All right.
Good luck this year. Have a great year.
That's Cody Latimer, second-year wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. Brandon Perna, who does funny Broncos videos. And tell everybody once again.
As he said, he's not much of a journalist. Those were two pretty lousy questions.
Yeah,
well, the fantasy one.
I thought I crushed it.
The last one was pretty good. We got a good answer out of him on the last one.
Okay, well, I can't hear the ansers, so.
Oh, that's right. You have an earpiece.
I was a little bit in the dark on this one.
He said, basically what he said was, don't ever talk to him again. Brandon, thanks a lot. Where can people find you again?
That's Good Sports on YouTube.
Okay, great. Funny stuff.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Brandon. Brandon Perna. And All I've Guessed brought to you by Papa John's, the official sponsor of the Colorado Rockies. The day after every Rockies win, you get 50% off your online order. Your regular menu online order at papajohns.com. You have to use the promo code ROXWIN, ROXWIN.